That is the best mark in the NBA, and moments ago, Nash spoke to the media.
Hey, Coach, you and so many of the guys after yesterday's game were talking about the need to set the tone physically. How encouraging is it to see you guys do that on this second end of the back-to-back?
Yeah, it was a great win. One of the best starts we've had maybe since before the break, so that was positive. That's a very good team. We obviously shot the ball well, but we defended. We got into people, and our communication was great. We rebounded, and we took care of business. So proud of the guys. It was a tough game, back to back. Tough little stretch here, and we had a good week.
What did you see from LaMarcus Aldridge, and did what you see play into your decision beforehand to put him in the starting lineup? Yeah,
I think this is a guy that has a great pedigree. Very intelligent, experienced, and skilled. 6'11" basketball player. So, we thought we got to get him going, and so why not throw him in the starting lineup and see if we can get his rhythm. And I was impressed with, his effectiveness after such a long layoff, and that goes to show, an experienced, skilled basketball player and intelligence. So I was really proud of the way he played tonight.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Following up on that, Steve, it's been about a month since he played, and the last time he played, I think he was 0 for 3 at a couple points against you guys. Did he surprise you, I guess, at how quickly he adapted and how he shook off the rust this rapidly?
He did. It's not easy to do, to have that type of layoff. I know he's tried to keep himself in good shape, but there's a real difference between playing basketball and staying in shape. And, he looked in good condition, and, he was sharper than I thought he'd be after that much time away. So I was impressed.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Steve, how much credit do you give him for the impact that he made on defense in that 11-point first quarter? And then, again, in the third quarter, I think they held him to 17 points.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent defender. He understands space and concepts. You can tell that he has experience, and he regardless of the situation, he understands what's in front of him. He understands what he's looking at, and he's able to read defensively very well. So he was great. That's another thing that's not easy to do, defend NBA players after a month out, and I thought he was very good defensively tonight as well.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Steve, you said pregame how he only was able to participate in 2 scrimmages and a little more after that. I guess just given your short time with him, were you able to run anything for him, or was a lot of his touches off of feel and what Kyrie was seeing out there more than anything else?
Well, no, we targeted them some on switches. They were switching everything, so we rolled them into the post and threw it into him, and was able to score. But more importantly, he was able to draw 2 defenders and kick it out for assists or for swing and open threes, and so that was effective. He's just an intelligent player, so regardless of whether he's in the post or he's just playing basketball, he knows, and our team wants to play like that. We want to play, with pace and with randomness and intelligence and read and react and not be predictable. So, he fits in there as well.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Hey, Steve, in a game that was so much of a blowout basically for the entire time, what was the thought process in keeping some of your starters in so late and not having DeAndre play at all?
The starters, we went from 30 to 20 in about 2 minutes. So another 2 minutes, it might have been an 8-point game. So I just wanted to make sure we got the win. It's a great experience for all our guys to go through some of those things, the ebbs and flows. But first, we had to get the win. DJ, I talked to him before and said, we got to incorporate LaMarcus, and he may not play tonight. I didn't want to throw him in there as a veteran at the end of the game, and his spirit was great. I told DJ, play or not play, he's got to stay ready and have a great attitude, and he's bought in. And tonight he had a terrific attitude and support for his teammates as we're all trying to play for something bigger than ourselves and commit to one another. So I was really proud of him for accepting that and giving LaMarcus an opportunity to get into the team.
Do you anticipate him being a part of your rotation moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. We say it all year. You know, something's going to come up. You know, it just has every week this year. So, you know, he's got to stay ready, and who knows when it'll be. It might be Sunday. It might be in 2 weeks. But everyone's got to continue to prepare and stay ready and see what happens. Everyone other than, you know, top 4 or 5 guys have been in and out of the rotation this year. So that's just the nature of it. And we got a lot of centers, and we're going to work through it and see what our rotations end up being come playoff time. But everyone's got to stay ready because everyone can play a role at some point, not only during the regular season, but also during the playoffs.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Last question, Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Coach, you talked about the feeling of a malaise, of being in a rut of sorts. Does a win like tonight, do you think, help pull a team out of that?
Potentially. I mean, it was a good first step. You can't pull yourself out of it without stringing together performances. So there's one. We were sharp. We came out with a great intensity to start the game, which has been lacking a little bit lately. And, you know, I thought overall pretty comprehensive performance.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
We've been talking about LaMarcus Aldridge all night, so why don't we keep talking about LaMarcus Aldridge and the position that Nash put him into at the beginning of the game, starting him. It seemed to put him in the right spot at the right time and got him the ball early and often that got him going.
Yeah, and I think he figured LaMarcus Aldridge, first time playing, he just warmed up, chance to play with Kyrie Irving as well. So he figured, let me put him in there at the start.